You're the leader of a council that has lost 2 of its members, one of whom was its chairman, to felonies in the past 6 months. What kind of leadership will you have to provide in your new role to put the council back on an even keel?
Well, my goal is to get to calm things down at the council and get us back to focusing on our work, really a stabilizing influence. That's what I hope. Working with colleagues, trying to be much more collaborative with the other members of the council. The council goes through a reorganization in January because that's what we do every 2 years. There's an election for the chairman on November 6th, and I'm in that race, but I am, as Tom said, the chairman now, and so I'm looking at how we complete the term.
Well, on the very issue of ethics, there's some dispute among some people about the seriousness of the Kwame Brown crimes. There's no doubt, and there's no debate about the seriousness of the Harry Thomas crime. But are you anticipating that as the chairman of the council, that you'll propose any new ethics legislation or campaign legislation? I know that Muriel Bowser has been talking about some additional legislation. Is that something that's on your agenda? Do you need more legislation, or you just need people to follow the laws we have?
It's not clear to me that we need more legislation. And in fact, that's one of the complaints many folks have about last year, is that there was a major ethics bill or ethics rewrite last fall that was, I felt, sort of rushed through the council, but the idea was that we were going to pass some legislation and that would please or appease the voters and make everybody happy. As I said on Wednesday, we don't restore the trust in the council through passing a bill or through a statement. It's really through our actions, and that's going to take some time. I don't know that more legislation is necessary. There are several things that are happening or going to be happening. One of which is that the new ethics board is to be established. I think there are a couple of bills pending. I'm talking to colleagues about some steps that we can take that are not legislating, but are about our behavior. I'm taking suggestions from anybody and everybody with regard to just things that I can do to lead by example, or that council members can do to just demonstrate more openness.
What is it that concerns you about what you call our behavior?
Well, I mean, the most blatant is what you've already mentioned. The 2 council members have resigned because both pled guilty to felonies. There hasn't been anybody who's resigned because they were convicted of a felony in office in the ever since we got home rule in the mid-1970s. So we had 1. No, we have 2. I mean, that's
2 in 6 months.
2 in 6 months, and there are these investigations and continuing investigations. And while the one that has the most attention involves the mayor or the mayor's campaign, the fact is that it's a cloud over City Hall. So right. That affects us
well.
As well.
The mayor would like to call attention to the fact that despite all that's happened, the city by most measures is doing well, but at some point it seems that there needs to be a vision articulated for the city, a vision that has become, I guess, more important now that you are chair of the council, even though you have campaigned citywide before. What do you tell people now about your vision for the city?
Well, if it was up to me, the vision I would articulate is one where we make some real improvements to the education system. I know there's been a lot of talk about how we've instituted reform. I think there's a long way to go there. What we've been doing with public safety is remarkable. The reduction in crime in the district is greater than the average nationally. There are a lot of good things going on there, but there's more. And the city ranks above, I think, almost every city, if not every city in the country with regard to environmental initiatives. Those are issues that I would put forward as a vision. But talking to citizens, the vision that they want to hear about is that City Hall is going to clean up its act, that there are not going to be these ethical lapses, and that we get the cloud, get past the cloud. And that's what folks are talking about.